In a striking display of tension and power dynamics, a recent cabinet meeting at the White House has revealed underlying fractures within President Trump's administration, particularly concerning the role of billionaire entrepreneur Elon Musk. As the architect of the newly formed Department of Government Efficiency DOGE, Musk's aggressive approach to federal workforce reductions has drawn ire from key officials, including Secretary of State Marco Rubio, marking a significant moment in the ongoing intersection of business and governance. The meeting on March 7, 2025 quickly escalated into a heated exchange as Musk confronted Rubio, accusing him of failing to implement necessary staff cuts. Rubio, visibly frustrated, countered Musk's assertions by detailing his own efforts to reduce personnel within the State Department, including the significant early retirement of over 1,500 officials. "You have fired nobody," Musk retorted, questioning Rubio's effectiveness. The confrontation underscored the complexities of Musk's ambitious agenda to streamline government operations, which has faced increasing scrutiny from both lawmakers and the public. President Trump, sitting between the two as tensions mounted, intervened to defend Rubio, emphasizing the importance of collaboration among his cabinet members. "Mr. Rubio has a lot to deal with," Trump stated, suggesting that the Secretary of State's busy schedule warranted respect and support from Musk's team. This moment marked a potential turning point, signaling Trump's acknowledgement of growing frustrations within his administration regarding Musk's unchecked influence. Cabinet officials have largely supported Musk's overarching goal of reducing government waste, yet many have expressed concerns about his chainsaw method of operation. The abrupt dismantling of agencies under DOGE's mandate has generated chaos, prompting lawsuits and complaints from Republican lawmakers who fear backlash from their constituents. Musk's approach, characterized by aggressive cuts and a lack of coordination, has raised alarms about the potential impact on essential services, particularly concerning veterans and other vulnerable groups. In subsequent discussions with Senate Republicans, Musk attempted to deflect blame for the mass firings, stating that he lacked direct authority over personnel decisions. "Elon doesn't fire people," remarked Representative Richard Hudson, emphasizing that the responsibility for layoffs lay with federal agencies rather than Musk himself. This shift in narrative reflects a growing need among GOP lawmakers to distance themselves from the fallout of Musk's actions. As public discontent grows, the meeting's aftermath has left many questioning the long-term implications of Musk's role in the administration. Although Trump has indicated a desire for a more measured approach, calling for a scalpel rather than a hatchet in implementing cuts, his continued support for Musk complicates matters. The president's recent statements suggest that while he is willing to place limits on Musk's authority, he also expects the tech mogul to remain a pivotal figure in the administration's cost-cutting initiatives. As tensions simmered, the cabinet meeting also served as a reminder of the fragile balance of power within the Trump administration. While Musk's financial backing and innovative ideas have been instrumental in shaping Trump's second term, the increasing discontent among cabinet members raises questions about the sustainability of this alliance. The stakes are high, not only for the administration but also for the millions of federal workers and the services they provide. In the wake of these developments, analysts are closely monitoring how Musk's controversial leadership style will impact Tesla, which has seen its stock decline for 7 consecutive weeks since his appointment. As Musk juggles the demands of his various ventures, ranging from electric vehicles to space exploration, the intersection of his corporate ambitions and political responsibilities could have profound implications for both his businesses and the future of federal governance. As the situation unfolds, the coming weeks will be crucial for both Musk and the Trump administration. With tensions palpable and stakes high, the dynamics within the cabinet may shift further, potentially reshaping the trajectory of government efficiency efforts and Musk's influence in Washington D.C. In a striking display of tension within the Trump administration, a recent cabinet meeting turned contentious as President Donald Trump's key personnel clashed with billionaire entrepreneur Elon Musk. The meeting, held in the White House's cabinet room, revealed escalating frustrations surrounding Musk's aggressive approach to federal workforce reductions through his newly minted Department of Government Efficiency DOGE. Marco Rubio, the Secretary of State, found himself at the center of the storm, engaged in a heated exchange with Musk, who criticized him for not sufficiently slashing staff within the State Department. "You have fired nobody," Musk challenged Rubio, suggesting that the secretary's inaction was detrimental to the efficiency goals of the administration. This confrontation was not merely a personal spat, it underscored deeper frustrations within the cabinet regarding Musk's tactics, which many have deemed overly aggressive and lacking strategic coordination. Rubio, visibly agitated, countered Musk's claims by highlighting the early retirements and buyouts that had already led to significant workforce reductions within the State Department, questioning whether Musk truly understood the complexities of managing a large federal agency. "Didn't they count as layoffs?" he sarcastically asked, emphasizing his detailed plans for reorganizing the department in a manner he believed was both respectful and effective. This cabinet meeting marks a crucial inflection point in the Trump administration's approach to governance, particularly regarding the influence of Musk, who has become a significant financial backer for Trump's political endeavors. Despite Musk's prior support, the meetings signaled a potential shift as Trump appeared willing to impose limits on Musk's sweeping reforms. The dynamics of the meeting highlighted a broader concern among cabinet members. While they generally support the overarching goal of reducing waste and increasing efficiency, Musk's chainsaw approach has raised alarms about the potential fallout from mass terminations. Reports suggest that approximately 200 technologists from vital government programs have already been affected by DOGE's drastic workforce cuts, jeopardizing critical services ranging from public health to disaster response. In response to these pressures, President Trump intervened during the meeting, offering a more tempered approach moving forward. He instructed his department heads to take the lead on personnel decisions, asserting that the process should be refined to avoid undue harm to valuable staff. "We need to use a scalpel rather than a hatchet," Trump stated, indicating his desire for a more measured approach to cuts that would maintain essential personnel while still achieving efficiency goals. In the days following the meeting, the narrative surrounding Musk began to shift. Lawmakers, particularly within the Republican Party, started to distance themselves from Musk's controversial methods. Despite public support for DOGE's mission, many recognized the political risks as constituents expressed outrage over job losses at town hall meetings. Representative Richard Hudson emphasized that Musk should not be held accountable for the firings. Rather, decisions were being made by individual agencies. As Musk continues to navigate the complexities of federal governance, the tension between his ambitious vision for efficiency and the operational realities of government bureaucracy remains palpable. This push and pull could have lasting implications for the future of federal operations, particularly as legal challenges mount against the administration's staffing strategies. Looking ahead, it remains uncertain how the relationship between Musk and the Trump administration will evolve. Will the initial enthusiasm for radical reform give way to a more collaborative model that respects the intricacies of government operations? As the administration prepares for upcoming meetings to reassess its strategies, the outcome of this internal conflict could redefine the trajectory of federal efficiency efforts and the role of private sector leaders in public governance. The coming weeks will be critical as both Musk and the cabinet face mounting scrutiny from lawmakers and the public alike, with the stakes for the American workforce at an all-time high. In a dramatic turn of events that has left many in the political and business arenas questioning the integrity of federal procurement processes. Two prominent congressional Democrats have called upon Secretary of State Marco Rubio for clarification regarding a now-canceled plan to purchase $400 million worth of armored Tesla vehicles. This initiative, originally associated with the Trump administration, has drawn scrutiny for its implications on ethical governance and federal spending. The inquiry, led by U.S. Representatives Gregory Meeks of New York and Jared Moskowitz of Florida, highlights concerns over potential violations of procurement laws that could unjustly benefit billionaire Elon Musk, who has recently taken on a significant role in the Biden administration. In their letter, the lawmakers stated that the procurement plans represent a serious violation that should be explained in detail, emphasizing the necessity for transparency in government dealings. They pointed out that a document obtained from the Biden White House indicated a planned expenditure of only $483,000 for electric vehicle acquisitions in 2025. A stark contrast to the previously reported $400 million figure. This discrepancy raises questions about the motivations behind the inflated estimate and whether there was an intentional effort to misrepresent the situation. The State Department has since clarified that the $400 million figure was merely an estimate and that there are no current plans to proceed with the purchase. A spokesperson noted that efforts to evaluate the use of Teslas as armored vehicles began under the Biden administration, suggesting that any misstatements may have originated from the previous administration's projections. The lawmakers are pressing Rubio to provide answers regarding the alterations made to procurement documents, including the rationale behind the shift from the modest $483,000 to the staggering $400 million. They are also demanding evidence that the contract has been definitively abandoned, aiming to ensure accountability within the State Department. In parallel to these political developments, Tesla's stock has faced significant challenges, plummeting for 7 consecutive weeks, resulting in a nearly 50% loss in value since reaching a record high in December. Analysts cite multiple factors contributing to this downturn, including concerns over slowing sales in key markets like China and Europe, as well as uncertainty surrounding new tariffs imposed by the Trump administration. These tariffs pose potential risks to North American automakers, including Tesla, which could further hinder its market position. Adding to Tesla's woes, many of its loyal customers are beginning to distance themselves from the brand, creatively expressing their discontent through humorous acts such as replacing Tesla emblems with those of rival automakers. This movement reflects a broader sentiment of dissatisfaction among Tesla owners, who feel alienated by Musk's controversial actions and statements in recent weeks. The rapid decline in brand loyalty underscores the fragility of Tesla's hard-earned reputation as a leader in the electric vehicle sector. As the political landscape shifts and Tesla grapples with its identity, the coming weeks will be crucial in determining how the company navigates these turbulent waters. Stakeholders will be closely watching for any signs of recovery in Tesla's stock and brand sentiment, as well as the outcomes of the inquiries into the procurement practices of the State Department. The intersection of politics and business in this case serves as a reminder of the complexities and potential pitfalls of leadership in the modern era. The implications of these developments will likely resonate far beyond the corridors of power, shaping the future of electric vehicle adoption and corporate governance in the United States. In what has become a familiar narrative for SpaceX, the company's latest Starship test flight ended in disaster just minutes after takeoff. The incident, which occurred on March 7, 2025, marks the second failure for SpaceX in less than 2 months, raising concerns about the company's ambitious timeline for future space exploration missions. SpaceX CEO Elon Musk, however, has downplayed the event, referring to it as a minor setback and reaffirming his commitment to progress. The Starship launched from SpaceX's Boca Chica facility in Texas at approximately 6:30 p.m. local time, encountered severe issues shortly after liftoff. Just 9 minutes into the flight, ground control lost communication with the spacecraft, which subsequently experienced what SpaceX described as a rapid unscheduled disassembly. As the vehicle broke apart, debris scattered across the sky, prompting the Federal Aviation Administration (FAA) to halt air traffic at several Florida airports. This disruption affected around 240 flights, including delays and diversions as safety protocols were invoked. While the initial stages of the flight appeared successful, with the Super Heavy booster separating as planned, trouble began when multiple engines shut down, causing the upper section of the Starship to spin uncontrollably. SpaceX spokesperson Dan Hewitt remarked during the launch livestream, "Unfortunately, this happened last time too, so we've got some practice now," highlighting the pattern of setbacks faced by the company. This most recent explosion follows a similar incident from January, where the Starship also disintegrated during a test flight. That explosion was linked to a series of propellant leaks that led to engine failures, culminating in a loss of communication and a self-destruct sequence. The FAA has mandated that SpaceX conduct a thorough investigation into the causes of both explosions before granting approval for any further test flights. Musk's aspirations for the Starship program are grand. He envisions using the spacecraft to facilitate crewed missions to Mars by the end of the decade. He has set an ambitious goal of completing up to 25 Starship launches in 2025 alone. The recent explosion does pose a challenge to this timeline as it underscores the technical hurdles that remain. Following the explosion, Musk stated in a post on social media platform X, "Progress is measured by time. The next ship will be ready in 4 to 6 weeks," indicating a readiness to continue testing despite the setbacks. SpaceX's journey toward creating a fully reusable launch system has seen its share of turbulence. The first 3 launches of the Starship resulted in explosions before the company achieved a successful landing in June 2024. Each failure has prompted investigations and adjustments, yet the company remains committed to refining its technology. As SpaceX moves forward, the focus will be on addressing the issues that led to the most recent explosion and ensuring that future launches can proceed safely. With significant implications for both commercial space travel and missions to the Moon and Mars, the coming months will be critical for SpaceX. The tech community and space enthusiasts alike will be watching closely to see how Musk and his team navigate these challenges and whether they can maintain their ambitious schedule for interplanetary exploration. In a series of unfortunate events, Elon Musk appears to be grappling with one of the most tumultuous days of his career as both his ambitions and public persona face significant hurdles. The billionaire entrepreneur's challenges compound the chaos surrounding his latest federal initiative, the Department of Government Efficiency DOGE, while his private endeavors, notably SpaceX, have also encountered setbacks. This confluence of difficulties has led to a notable decline in Musk's public image and net worth, prompting speculation about his future endeavors. Musk's foray into government efficiency through DOGE has been marred by controversy and confusion. Recent reports indicate that during meetings with Republican lawmakers, Musk has attempted to deflect blame for the agency's chaotic management, employing what some have dubbed the shaggy defense. As he navigated Capitol Hill, Musk's relationship with lawmakers appeared strained. GOP Representative Richard Hudson was quoted saying, "Elon doesn't fire people. He doesn't have hiring and firing authority," further complicating Musk's narrative of control over DOGE. This stark deviation from the powerful image Musk often projects underscores the challenges he faces in transitioning from tech titan to a government official. Compounding Musk's woes, a catastrophic incident involving SpaceX has put further stress on his already beleaguered public persona. During a test launch of the Starship rocket, the spacecraft suffered a catastrophic failure approximately 8 minutes into the flight, resulting in an explosion that led to flight delays at nearby airports. SpaceX communications manager Dan Hewitt described the incident in real time, noting multiple engine failures and a loss of altitude control. The Federal Aviation Administration (FAA) has now mandated a thorough investigation into the mishap before any further launches can occur. A development that could significantly delay SpaceX's ambitious timeline for future missions, including those aimed at Mars. In the wake of these events, Musk took to social media to maintain a semblance of positivity, retweeting supportive remarks about the launch and emphasizing the lessons learned from the mishap. However, the underlying reality is far less favorable as SpaceX faces increased scrutiny from regulatory bodies and public sentiment alike. Moreover, Musk's financial standing is also under pressure. Following the challenges with DOGE and SpaceX, his net worth has reportedly taken a hit, which is particularly troubling given the volatile nature of the tech and cryptocurrency markets. In an additional layer of complexity, Musk is now facing legal scrutiny regarding his purchase of Twitter, which has led to investor lawsuits questioning the motivations and decisions behind his acquisition. As Musk continues to navigate this turbulent landscape, the broader implications of his actions and decisions become increasingly apparent. His ambitious plans for DOGE, aimed at slashing federal spending by $2 trillion, have not only led to significant layoffs but also a chaotic restructuring of federal agencies. Reports indicate that the initiative has resulted in the rehiring of numerous officials, including those involved in critical areas such as nuclear security and public health. Reflecting on Musk's current predicament raises questions about the sustainability of his approach and the long-term impact on his ventures. As he seeks to balance his roles in both the public and private sectors, the coming weeks will likely prove pivotal. Will Musk be able to leverage his resilience and innovation to overcome these setbacks, or are these signs of a more profound reckoning for the self-proclaimed disruptor? As developments unfold, the tech world and beyond will be watching closely. Awaiting the next chapter in Musk's increasingly complicated narrative, Elon Musk's Neuralink is making headlines with its recent application to trademark the term telepathy alongside other ambitious product names such as telekinesis and blindsight. This move signals a bold vision for the future of brain-computer interface technology, aiming not only to assist individuals with disabilities but also to potentially revolutionize communication between humans. Founded in 2016 by Musk, Neuralink is at the forefront of developing brain implants that interface directly with neural activity. The company's flagship product, named Telepathy, is designed to empower individuals with paralysis to control devices like computers and smartphones through thought alone. Musk's vision, however, extends beyond mere device control. He has hinted at the possibility of enabling direct telepathic communication between users equipped with Neuralink technology. The trademark application filed with the United States Patent and Trademark Office on March 3 describes telepathy as an implantable brain-to-computer interface for facilitating communication and control of software and hardware. Trademark attorney Josh Gerben notes that the term facilitating communication could imply a range of capabilities, from assisting paralyzed individuals in typing to the more controversial idea of enabling telepathic exchanges between individuals. The question is, what kind of communication? He remarked, highlighting the speculative nature of trademark claims compared to the more rigorous requirements of patent applications. Musk has long been fascinated by the concept of telepathic communication. In a 2017 interview, he articulated a vision where individuals could share concepts directly, bypassing the need for verbalization. If I were to communicate a concept to you, you would essentially engage in consensual telepathy, he explained. This ambition was reiterated in a recent podcast appearance where Musk suggested that Neuralink could unlock entirely new ways of interaction, both with computers and with other humans, provided they also have a Neuralink implant. In addition to telepathy, Neuralink's trademark applications include telekinesis, which Musk envisions as a tool for controlling robotic limbs, and blindsight, a device aimed at restoring visual perception for those suffering from vision loss. The latter recently received the breakthrough device designation from the FDA, signifying its potential to address an unmet medical need. Neuralink's technological advancements are currently experimental, with 3 individuals already receiving implants in early feasibility studies. The company is working towards broader clinical trials, having recently secured approval to open a trial site in Canada. However, the path to commercializing these technologies is fraught with challenges. The trademark registration process can take anywhere from 12 to 18 months. And Neuralink's technology has yet to receive full regulatory approval. Filing these applications ahead of time allows the company to claim rights to these potentially marketable names without legal complications in the future. As Neuralink continues to advance its mission, it remains to be seen how these ambitious products will unfold and what regulatory hurdles they may encounter. Musk's overarching goal appears to be not only to assist those with physical limitations but also to explore the boundaries of human communication and interaction in a world increasingly intertwined with artificial intelligence. The future of Neuralink could redefine our understanding of connectivity between devices and between people, ushering in a new era of technological symbiosis.